right, so what we got, man? I think we should go with a solid like
hmm
three or four maybe.
J. Cole, Jid, uh, AI, and we about to be live in a few. Okay, well, we live. I'm gonna record this bad boy.
What's going on, good people? I'm J.I.D King.
I'm Big G the Beard One, y'all.
Yo, we got 1,000. We got 1,000 YouTube subscribers, man. We want to thank
Ooh.
everybody for that cool 1,000. We should have listen. We should have been at well over this a long time ago, but life happens, man. We've been up and down with
Yeah,
the
man.
content and the consistent with the content, but we
Yes,
back
sir.
being consistent with it. And we want to thank everybody that has supported, liked, commented on content, shared the content, man. We really appreciate that.
That's right, man. Listen, man, it's been a slow week, and things going on. Of course, we got the politics, and Trump wants to release documents about aliens to kind of distract us from other
This
bigger
nigga
things.
Trump is stupid, bro. Like, yo,
You
he's
know what I'm
doing
saying?
something like
We got Glorilla's sister trying to make the most out of her 15 minutes. We got some new music dropping. We got Baby King. If that's your thing, he's out. Apparently, to me, and this is just a quick jab, though. To me, it's just weird that no, not weird. I find it amazing that he's getting a lot of praise. I never looked at Baby Keem as like the next one up, but apparently he's getting a lot of press, a lot of talk, like yo, we're happy he's back after 4 years. I'm like, okay, but I don't see it, but maybe I need to sit down with the album. But yeah, man, but it's been kind of slow this week. But we're gonna talk about a few things, man. REA, how do you feel about we're kind of coming back around to J. Cole? Now that his tour, his worldwide tour, has been opened up. He had a bunch of shows already sold out. He's doing, a couple of extra nights. So pretty much, man, I think starting in July or in June, he's going to be on tour for the rest of the year, which is amazing. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty dope, man. It's pretty dope. Of course, number one, he sold like what 298 first week out. He's still
280,000.
there you go. He's still doing, driving around the country, selling CDs from his trunk. So again, it's cool. But there has been some talk, right? If this is J. Cole's last album, and we get it. It's a story, him being 29, coming back to Fayetteville, him at 39, his experiences there. But why won't, at least on an album, J. Cole won't pass the torch to Jid the same way Jay-Z passed the torch to J. Cole? It's a question, man. What do you think?
It's the whole rollout is weird, bro. And I don't understand it because you have Jid, who is one of the hottest rappers out right now. I mean, that man can rap, that man can sing. His album was Grammy nominated. Apparently, J. Cole and Jid have like 15, 20 songs in the tuck. How come J. Cole puts out an album and Jid is not on it? It's weird. It's weird. It's I don't know if there's animosity there. I don't know if they just strictly have a business relationship. Best I can tell, and this is just a theory, bro, because we don't know these people. Because
Right.
especially Cole, somebody like Cole is very private, same as Jay Z. But Cole was signed with Jay Z for like damn near a decade, if not more than a decade. And we only saw a couple of songs with Jay Z and J. Cole. So I'm thinking that he's kind of doing the same thing with his artists because I don't know like any other way to put it because J. Cole last album, there's no Jid. Jid's album that came out late last year, there's no J. Cole. How? If you go back to when Lil Wayne was popping, he gonna put Drake on. Drake is gonna
Hmm.
shine.
Yeah.
Even going back further, if you had Biggie Smalls doing this thing, he gonna put Little C's on the song.
Mm.
It's it's just something you do so that you got an audience, I got an audience. Maybe your audience is bigger, maybe mine is bigger. We come, put them together. The combined audience is bigger. It was a thing. And this is another thing, G. They don't do this no more. They don't do anthem songs no more.
Ah,
Bring anthem songs back. If
yeah,
for
man.
y'all young folks, if you don't know what I mean when I say an anthem song, back in the day, like there was a song called Money, Power, Respect. It was Mace,
Hmm.
it was Locks. Who else was on?
Nah,
DMX? Was
Mace
X
wasn't
on
up there.
that?
It was the Locks,
It
Lil
was Locks.
Kim, and DMX.
Locks. No, not Money, Power, Respect. I'm thinking of 24
24
hours,
hours
like
to
24
live.
hours to live, whatever the
Yeah,
name of that song is. But
yeah.
that, anyway, it was Locks, Mace, and DMX. You don't really see stuff like that no more, where the hot rappers just get together and they make a song. And usually that song, if it does well, it's gonna be on all of their albums that they got coming up. But you don't see that now. It's like everybody is
Nah.
just separate now. Everybody's just doing their own thing.
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
person or the people who suffer for it, and we're not really suffering, you know what I'm saying, but relatively suffering is the
Hmm.
fans because we don't get those bangers anymore the way that we used to get them.
Mm,
But back to the topic, I don't know why Jid is not on this album. It's beyond me.
yeah.
Also, Boz. I like Boz. Boz is not on this album. You got people who have been on Dreamville
Mm.
for almost a decade, but yet I almost never see them on J. Cole albums, and I don't know why that is.
Yeah, man. It's again, it's weird because Jid is without a doubt the second best artist on Dreamville after J. Cole. You know, they got Boz up there, Earth Gang, Omen, Kaz, um, Ari Lennox was up there, you know. And shit, man. And she
She
was
a
a
head.
beast.
She's a
You
head
know what I'm
case, bro.
saying?
I like her music. She a head case though.
Love her music, man. Love her
Love her.
music, man.
Love her.
But yeah,
Love it.
it's
Daily.
just that I wonder why we haven't seen a Jid verse on a J. Cole album. Now, they did a mixtape together, which was dope. They did a stick together, which is an anthem that came
Yep.
out back in, what, about
That
3 or 4 years ago,
23, 22, 23,
something like that, right?
somewhere in there.
But you would think that if this is J. Cole's last album, la- last album, there should be a moment towards the end of this 39 where he's passing the torch to his Dreamville label. Now, here is something that I did remember that he was on the couch at JBP, Joe Budden podcast, and he said, you know, that J. Cole has looked out for everybody to the point where even if artists in Dreamville didn't want to pursue music, they would still be good in life. And maybe that's why I guess nobody is hounding J. Cole for a verse because apparently he's given them enough money to be financially free to where they don't have to, you know, worry about making music. They could just live life, which is dope. Like you don't get too many boutique labels like a Dreamville to where, you know, there's a lot of disdain or animosity, you know, people not being paid because when was the last time you heard a song by Omen or by Cause? You like, I remember they would used to open up Dreamville, right? I'm like, okay, they're working on some stuff, but they don't really put nothing out. We really don't see them like talking about it. But yet, apparently, according to J.I.D. words, they're doing just great. You know what I'm saying? Still, as a fan of music, I would love to hear, you know, something like a passing of the torch from J. Cole to the rest of Dreamville. Because after he's gone, granted, he says that he's going to be more of a, you know, supportive. He want to help, you know, guide the careers of younger rappers, whatever, or younger artists, I should say. He's, it just would have been dope to see like just a moment where he's officially like crowning somebody in Dreamville to like, yo, I know I'm gonna be chilling. I'm out of this though, but I want y'all to really pick up the pace and carry over and still keep this thing we call hip hop alive at Dreamville. Which they are though, but again, man, it just would have been dope to see more of that camaraderie, like, Lil Wayne, Drake, Jay-Z, Memphis Bleak. You know what I'm saying? But we don't get that.
Nigga, J. Cole treats his fans like absentee fathers, bro. It's like he treats us like absentee father. We're like, we want you here, Dad. Okay, we want you here. You said you was gonna take us to the football game, right? And we was out there on the porch waiting. We had our money, we had everything ready, and you just never showed up. But then you show up, right? But instead of taking us to the football game, you just,
Hmm.
buy us a Happy Meal. It's like, all right, we like Happy Meals, so we kind of happy about that. But you
Right.
promised me a football game, Dad. So that's how I feel about this J. Cole album. It's a good album,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
as fans, we wanted more features on it. We wanted more diverse production. We wanted
Hmm.
like something that was gonna knock your socks off. And I think it was just something that was good.
Mm.
It was just something that was good. It
Mm.
wasn't. I'm not gonna say it wasn't great because it's still early. It's only been out a few weeks at this point in
Yeah.
time,
Yeah,
but
man.
it was
Yeah.
good. And then I'm like, okay, maybe Cole is going for the thing he did with Forest Hills Drive, where he like, see, let me see if I can go platinum again with no features because Dreamville is not up here at all.
Hmm.
But Future's up there twice. Future's up there twice. Erica
Yeah.
Badu, I never say anything about Erica Badu. I love
No.
me some Miss Badu.
No.
But Burna Boy, Future twice. No
Tim's.
Jid though, no Bonds.
No
All right,
buys.
Cole. Like I don't get it, man. Like I just and maybe it's not for us to get G, because I
Maybe.
don't
Yeah.
get it.
Maybe, man. Maybe,
I do
man.
not
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah. Again, man, as fans, we want to see our artists do what we think is the best move for them. Granted,
No, I
yeah.
don't. I take that. No, I would disagree with you 100% there. I don't
Okay.
want to see what them do what's best for them. I want to see them put out the product that's going to entertain me the most.
I was
That's
going
what
to
I
get there.
want. As
I was,
a,
I
I'm
was going to get
selfish.
there. Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
admit it.
Yeah. Oh,
100%
yeah.
selfish.
Yeah. Yeah. It's selfish of us to, demand like, yo, you should have done this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And who knows? Because J. Cole has been on record saying it took him like what, 10 years to make this album. And maybe he has songs on the tuck. Maybe he recorded some of them here and there. Cool. My one gripe is that he has bonus songs on the album, which I guess don't fit into the overall theme of what he was going through. So, he could have slid in, a nice track with J.I., with J.I.D., them just trading bars back and forth. Because the one thing about Jib, man, this dude is going to rabbity rap. He is a rapping dude, just like an AK-47, man. He only stops to catch his breath, and then he's unloading the clip once more. So yeah, man. I think it would have been beautiful to see just that recognition from J. Cole, like, him being 39 going into 40, like him looking back like, man, yeah, this is what I have accomplished. Now going forward, this is what I'm working on. I'm working on making Dreamville the best label that I can now that I'm in the back, just making sure everybody is cool. So yeah, man, it's it's disappointing, man, but
I don't know if you can see that, but look what's come up on my phone as soon as we started talking about J. Cole. Like,
wow, they
yo,
they
they
listening,
listening,
man.
bro. Big brother is listening.
Yeah, man.
God.
It's it's AI, man. It's AI, man. It's all AI,
Is
man.
that a
But
is that a segue?
that's a perfect segue, man.
King,
Ooh,
you the
so
king of
good.
segues, my nigga.
So
Side
good,
note,
man.
side note. We can talk about this Rodman Jack, the worm. Shout out Dennis Rodman. Shout out Rob.
He was he was the spark of the NBA before there was really like a wild man in the NBA. Now it's kind of common. but he was like the official wild dude that would party all night in Vegas, had to be drugged back to LA or Chicago for a playoff game. He'll just go in the gym, he'll be on a bike, he'll read a newspaper, he'll look at plays and still go out there on the court and dominate. That right there is a sign of a monster. Like
You
granted,
know
he
what?
he was
When I
wild, but yo.
when I first was hearing those stories about how Rodman would just have to get away sometimes from the drudgery of the NBA season, and
Hmm.
he would just go to Phil like, "Look, Phil, I need like 2 days, like out in
Yeah.
Vegas somewhere, just to, go bang some models, do
Right.
some illicit activities, and then party a little bit, then come back. I'll be straight as soon as I get back." They was like,
Hmm.
he went to Vegas for two to party nonstop, 48 hours. Michael Jordan had to go to Vegas to pick this man up. They picked
Bring the man
Rodman up,
back.
bring him back to the facility and everything.
Hmm.
They was like, Rodman, after all that, he comes right to practice and doesn't take it slow, doesn't stretch out. This man is leading the sprints. He will not stop running full speed. And people was like, yo, he's just such an animal.
Hmm.
He's just so dedicated to his craft. Then I think about it, man, that was cocaine. That was 100% cocaine. That's exactly what that was. When you hear that story and you young, the dots don't connect. That man was on cocaine. Because ain't no way you party for 48 hours straight, then want to come and play basketball for 5 hours in a row, unless you on cocaine. Rodman was coked up, but shout out to Rodman though, man.
Ramen was, no pun intended, the man. He, hey man, you need somebody to get physical, grab rebounds. That's it. That was your guy right there. Every
Rodman,
single time, man.
Rodman.
Every time, dog. Truly a defensive player, man. That's all you needed. But yeah, man. AI, right? So AI is apparently it has plans for world domination, and we're seeing it unfold slowly over time in our faces, right? We were just talking about before the show, if you're on Facebook, if you're on Instagram or TikTok, how many times have you seen a video of a random person in a bathroom? Then all of a sudden you get a bear, a tiger busting in the bathroom, and the guy is fighting for the life. But apparently he's somewhat not getting mauled. He has like an actual fight against
It's like you got to look at it twice to be like, wait a,
right.
is he fighting a? And it looks so real now.
Hmm.
It looks so real. Then you compare that to where it was at 2 years ago when Will Smith eating spaghetti. It looked like the spaghetti was eating him.
Hmm.
It's night and day difference how good AI is now. But one thing that I was one thing I would say about AI, do you remember a couple of years ago when AI was starting, especially with the AI artwork coming out, and you had a lot of people who was like crying about it because they actually do art, and it was like, man, I don't like this AI, man. It's putting out real artists. It's taking work away from real artists. And I was
Yeah,
like, yo,
yeah.
first of all, shut up.
I can't
Just
say that. I
no,
can't
let me
say
let
that.
me hold on.
Okay.
Let me get my stuff on. Pause.
Okay.
Let me get my stuff on real quick. Let me tell you why they gotta shut up. They gotta
Hmm.
shut up because there used to be a time where there was an artist who would do your portrait and you would have to sit very still so they could do your portrait. Kind of like on Titanic. Dude was really just macking for real, because he smashed like right after that. But anyway, they could paint your portrait. But then somebody and their genius invented a camera. So now you don't need somebody to paint no more. Now there's somebody who can take your picture. There used to be somebody who had to ride the stagecoach. Now I would imagine you have to learn how to ride a stagecoach. You can't just be like, all right, I'm gonna get on the stagecoach. No, you got to learn how to do that. But then somebody invented an automobile. So now we don't need stagecoaches anymore. And so on and so on and so on and so on. Technology, there's no stopping it. So if you're an artist, do your art, but don't complain because technology is coming to a place where it can cut into your art. Find a way, if you're smart, to
Hmm.
use AI in your art to make your artwork even better. Or use AI to advertise your art. You got all this nice artwork that you did, but don't
Yeah.
nobody know about it, but the 200 people that follow you on Instagram. How
Hmm.
about you use AI to market your stuff? It don't have to be evil. sitting online complaining and typing at your computer ain't go do nothing, especially when you see the way technology is going. It don't matter that I would rather my kids not be on their phone and actually learn how to have conversations with each other. The point is, that's where technology is going. If you anywhere, you at the supermarket, you at the mall, wherever, people, you don't even say hi to people no more. Why? Every time somebody walk by, people don't have conversations no more. I could fight
Yeah.
against it,
Yeah.
but this is where technology is going. So cry about it or make moves around it.
Okay. I got to push back, man. I'm gonna give
Always.
you a prime example. So, artist A makes some art and puts it online, to promote themselves, advertise their art.
Okay.
There is a video game company called Sony, and they bought a company called Bungie. Bungie made some Halo games. They made uh what's that game? Destiny 1 and 2. Did pretty good, but not so great. You got a new game coming out. It's drag shooter for all of my gamers out there. What up? It's called Marathon. Now, there was some art in Marathon, and the artist was like, hold on. I'm looking at this trailer. I'm seeing my art plastered all throughout the game as backgrounds on the walls. I'm like, but nobody reached out to me to get that art. It's being stolen. Coming to find out, a gaming company or gaming developer company said, oh, we were using AI just to make some art to put in a game. We didn't do our due diligence to make sure whether or not if it's original or if it was stolen, right? So they had to pause the brakes on the game to clear up all of these different environments full of artists' art. So, in in this sense, this is where AI gets it twisted because it is just taking what's already out there. If you and I were some world famous painters, right? And our art is online and somebody wants to create a movie or create a game or anything like that. And they're using our our hard work, blood and tears into their IP. Unless somebody tells us we wouldn't know. And they're profiting off of our stuff. And then, when it comes back around to us, we gotta say, yo, no, 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 either cut us a check or take it off. The issue here that I think is that there's going to be somehow, some way where AI will kind of be given a pass to bypass all of that because they're going to say, oh, it was a computer generated. It just so happened to, figure out this art was the best suitable thing for this particular project. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm not for is that, yeah, in a sense, you want people who are creatives to go out there, market themselves, use AI for that purpose. But when it comes to somebody taking your art because of AI and then they're claiming that it's yours, and you might never get wind of it ever, but somebody else is profiting off of your work. It's like music. You know what I'm saying? That's why sampling is such a huge thing. You sample my music. If I find out about it, run me my money because I created that. How are you going to steal a part of my music and not give back to me? That's how I feel about AI.
Yeah, but it that sounds like you're less against AI and more for regulation of AI,
That's it.
which
Yeah.
I'm also for, because I don't think it's right that you would steal somebody's work and not compensate them or get their permission to use it. I'm all for regulation of AI.
Mm.
But the people who were complaining were just artists who, again, so let's say maybe it's an artist who could do self-portraits and they could paint me and it look just like this, and they could paint you and look just like you look
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
What they was complaining about is now people could just snap a picture of themselves and hit a couple buttons, and now through AI it can transform you and it looks like you, but maybe it's a portrait of you,
Yeah.
or maybe
Yeah.
it's you on like horseback or something. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Mm.
that's just where technology is going. It's like there's no purpose in crying about
Mm,
what you see
it's
when
changing.
it comes to technology. And the reason I say
Yeah.
that is because once there's billions of dollars behind it and people like it,
Oh, ain't no
it is
stopping
what
it for
it
sure.
is.
Ain't no
You
stopping it.
can't you
Yeah.
can't do nothing about it. So it's
Hmm.
like embrace it or like
Oh
just
yeah.
stop being an artist, I guess. Like I don't know, but crying about it, I just don't like hearing grown men complain. Like it makes my butt itch, bro. Like I don't like hearing grown men complain. Like do something about it. Like if you're
Hmm.
gonna do something about it, cool. But if you just go complain online, it's like nigga,
Right.
why? And it's like then if you're gonna do something about it, just know what you're doing ain't gonna move nothing because everybody likes it. People love the fact that they can just take a headshot and they don't got to go and get professional pictures made. Through
Hmm.
AI, they can get professional looking headshots just by clicking on their phone. People like
Right.
that fact. It is what
Yeah,
it
man.
is, and that's where technology is going.
Yeah, I mean, look, man, AI is here. Skynet, the Matrix is going to be here in
It's
about
here, bro.
30, 40 years from now. So, niggas be ready. You know what
It's
I'm
already
saying?
here. Like I look at how crazy AI has gotten just in like maybe 3 years.
It came a long
Now
way
imagine where it's
quickly.
gonna be 10 years from now, bro.
Oh,
It's
man.
growing exponentially year by year. It
Listen,
is, it is what it is.
10 years, I'll be 55, right? I don't use Facebook now, but I can only imagine 10 years from now, every single thing will have to be questioned. Like, is this really a video made by people? Is this really music made, is this an actual singer or is this an AI? You know what I'm saying? Is uh is the president, whoever it will be at this point, at that point, said X, Y, and Z, or is it AI? Like everything would have to be questioned because it's in your face. You know what I'm saying? And who's to say that in the future that AI won't be, will be used to influence elections, to influence uh, uh, Senate hearings, or to put people in jail by accident. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yo, I think it's scary, man. Like, there is some practical applications for AI when it comes to coding, or, maybe using it for like medical research period, to help you structure a story better, to help you write a song better, you know, to to help you with something, yes. But when it comes to entertainment, when it comes to making a video, making a fun little skit, making music, making a short film, it gets kind of dicey, man, because if we as a people are entertained by watching, computers trying to emulate us and we're like really enjoying it, dog, it's a wrap. At that point, birth rates is going low. We'll probably go the way of Japan, where nobody is having babies no more. We just care about humping up on a robot at that point. You know
Yo,
what I'm
humping a
saying?
robot is crazy work, but this
It's,
is
it's
going there.
going that
I
way.
saw a study somewhere that said something like 30% of men under 25 have not had sex in the past year,
Mm.
which is 30%. Now, when we was coming up, G, now ain't no 30%. There was always gonna be 10%, maybe 15% of guys who just, they can't get out of their own way. It is what it is.
It
They
happens, man.
undesirable, whatever.
Yeah, it happens.
30, that's like almost one third, bro. Like,
Hmm.
just not even, we going there, bro.
Listen,
Skynet.
I think worldwide, like, birth rates are low,
Mhm.
but it's really bad in Japan because them dudes is like, we want to prioritize work over having a family, because Japan doesn't really treat its people well when it comes to like overworking or wherever the case may be. So in that country, they're trying to like make a push to have people make more babies. You know what I'm saying? Because there was entire towns where they had kids in schools, but now they have no more kids because they're all aged out, and nobody in the village is having kids anymore. Like,
Y'all ain't humping like y'all used to be. Like, what's
ain't
going
that
on?
crazy? Like,
Y'all ain't humping.
imagine, where you grew up at and your middle school and high school is full of
Yeah.
kids. You come back, when you're 40 or 50, like, hold on, I don't see no kids anywhere. The, the school closed down. Yeah, man. Ain't about having kids no more, dog. We just got to work to make sure that we can provide for what we got already. It's like it's that is a sad existence, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know, with robots coming pretty soon, we're gonna have robot dogs pretty soon. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta go to the pet store anymore or the shelter. You could just get a robot dog that does everything for you. It will live longer. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta, put it on a battery pack and you're good to go. You know what I'm saying? Hey man. Hey, it's coming, man. It's coming.
It's some scary times, my guy. Scary
Yeah, man.
times. Gotta stay prayed up. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man.
Stay prayed up. It's
Um,
scary out here.
RA, man. I got a confession, man.
Oh snap! Here you go. Oh
So
snap!
I
Talk
heard
to
on
me.
the news that you know, for anybody that likes playing video games, right? Um, I'm in that camp. I don't play a lot anymore. I play one game, beat it on to the next. It may take me a month or two to beat a game because of my time. You know what I'm saying? I don't got time to dedicate my day to a game. But apparently, our kids don't want to buy new video games. They mainly want to, play something free like a Fortnite or a Roblox. They want to buy their in-game currency and just stick with it. So niggas is buying $500 consoles to play a free game. They don't want to play, Contra. They don't want to play Ninja Gaiden. They don't want to play God of War. They don't want to play anything, any of the great single player games or even like a couch co-op game. You know what I'm saying? So as a father that grew up on these games that made life just that much fun. Like I remember playing Battletoads with my boy. Well, from the neighborhood. I remember having sleepovers and all of us were playing Teenage Mutant Turtles something at a time. And back then it has the four ports, so everybody had their own Super Nintendo controller, and we would play that game until we beat it and run it back. And like what you were saying, sometimes you would go outside, play, hang out, come back again, and play the game again. You know what I'm saying? So as a father, I felt like, damn, what what did I do wrong for my son not to experience the joy of video gaming? Like playing different games to experience different things, man. Like I remember playing Mega Man for the first time, well, Mega Man 2 for the first time. And it was that tower going up, and then you see Mega Man with his helmet off, black hair flowing in the wind. As a kid, that shit blew my mind. Or watching Ninja Gaiden's Ryu's father, him, the Blue Ninja, and the Ranger, running. They jump up, cross, and then one of them stops and one of them dies. You know what I'm saying? Like breathtaking 8-bit goodness. Or playing Super Mario World 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, whatever, man, and just experiencing different things. But now kids are just content of playing two games for free. That's it. And it's like, I ain't buying no more consoles, man. Not for y'all, because y'all can play on your phones. At that point, that's it, man. And I I feel like kids are missing out on that part of just experiencing new worlds, experiencing something new. I feel like they're just content of experiencing the same old, man. And I'm like, did I fail as a father, as a video game father in that
Yes,
aspect?
you did. You failed
See,
miserably. You failed.
there you go, man. There you go, man.
I mean, listen, bro. Kids are products of the time, and if we, you know what, it's the evolution of entertainment, and if we had what they had now when we were kids, we would have been doing the same thing. The
Mm,
beauty of growing up and being a kid in the 80s and 90s was we were the last generation are probably the only generation who truly were products of the video games, Super Nintendo, regular Nintendo,
Mhm.
Sega Genesis,
Dreamcast,
Dreamcast, Nintendo
PlayStation.
64, up to
Yeah.
PlayStation and all the different PlayStation iterations.
Mhm.
We did that, but we was also outside, my nigga. We was like this with both cultures, video game culture and actually riding your bike, playing basketball, playing football,
Mhm.
getting sweaty, bruising your knees up, hollering at girls at the skating rink, getting rejected by girls at the mall, saying, forget you, I don't like you no way, coming back, doing all of this type stuff. We was actually outside on top of playing video games. And kids don't do that now. Kids are so spoiled nowadays, it's ridiculous. They don't even need multiple video games because the one video game that they like to play gonna get a new patch every couple of weeks. It's gonna get new characters every couple of weeks. It's gonna get a new level every couple of weeks. So it's like,
Skins. Yeah.
and
Ugh.
then on top of that,
Ugh.
something that we dreamed of, G, when we was
Mhm.
kids, we had dreams of you would be at home playing Mario or playing like Street Fighter or whatever, and you was wishing that your homeboys was over there playing the game with you. But your boy across town or your boy is at school and it was a sick day for you, so you playing video games, you just playing against the computer, the CPU.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
If you had told me in 1994
Uh,
that I could play my cousin who lived two towns over
mhm.
at the same time while I'm at my house and he's at his house, I'd have called you a dirty, dirty, rotten liar.
Mhm.
Dirty. Ain't no way. Impossible.
Right.
What type of sorcery is this?
Yeah.
Sorcery, I say.
Yeah.
But kids can do it now.
Yeah.
So my oldest kid, he plays Fortnite. And it's been Fortnite for the past 5, 6, 7 years.
Mhm.
Middle kid is Madden. He been on Madden the past 6, 7 years. My youngest kid, he wouldn't even play the PlayStation. He was
Mhm.
playing WWE last year. Now, he's like, "Sure, I'm just gonna watch YouTube.
Okay.
Just gonna play a game on the phone. I don't,
Mhm.
it's like
Mm.
whatever." It's a embarrassment of riches. That's why the kids are content to do whatever now, because they got so many options, bro.
Yeah.
We had these we couldn't even
Oh
pause our
nah.
game.
No.
Remember Mario, the first Mario game? You couldn't pause it.
Right.
You
Mm.
could pause it, but you couldn't save a
Oh
game and come
yes.
back.
Save it.
No, nigga, you
Nah.
go back to start.
To the
You can,
beginning, dog.
you
Like
could be at the last level, and your mom be like, "All right, come on, we're going to church." Like, what? No, no. So you try to be slick and just leave the game on and leave the
mm.
house for 4 hours, and you come
Yeah,
back
man.
and
Uh,
game up. You're like, no. I've been working on this for 5 hours. No. And then you
mhm.
got to restart it. It could start from scratch. Like the episode of Martin when he was in the DMV.
Oh yeah.
No, start from
Yeah.
scratch.
Yeah. Mm.
Kids has got they have so much that we didn't have. So it was
Yeah.
only it's only right that they attitude toward it is a little bit different than ours. Because listen, back in the day, Friday night, school was over. Where you trying to go? Blockbuster.
Hmm.
Rent one game and one movie. One
Hmm.
movie, one game, and order pizza that night. And
That's
listen,
right. Little
the whole
Caesars.
weekend was sad.
Hmm.
Was sad. Now kids, it's like you give them pizza, they're like, all right, that's cool, like whatever.
Yeah. You know what it is, man? And we here, man. We the unks. Our
Definitely.
kids don't really get excited for much anymore because we
They got so much.
we give them so much, man, because we ain't had it. I know I didn't have it growing up, you know what I'm saying? And, in high school, personal story, I lived in like 8 different places throughout my 4 years in that high school. Dad was going through something, so I was always at somebody's house throughout the years in high school, right? So I had to go to school, I had to work at some point, and I did sports for it at some point. And I had to like catch the city bus to go to school because I was always outside of the zone to get into the school. You know what I'm saying? So I was appreciative of every little thing that I got. So
Yes.
now that I'm older, I'm, father, we gotta, provide, right? we want to make sure our kids don't have to struggle. But I believe in doing that, man. Our kids is just like, I already got it, so it's just whatever,
It's
man.
like, yeah, it's like whatever.
You know,
Eh.
thanks, Dad, for the shoes. I mean, I'm gonna wear these old shoes, but the Jordans that you got me, I'll wear
Like,
them,
yeah, thanks for the
once a month.
$200 shoes, but I'm gonna wear these Nike slides. Nigga, what?
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 Right.
Don't care. Listen, as a kid of an 80s baby, but a kid of the 90s, went to middle school, high school in the 90s. The goal was to be as fresh as possible.
Yeah,
So
man.
if you was a kid, if
Yeah.
your parents had money, then obviously you designered out, you got all the Jordans when they come out. But
Hmm.
even if you ain't have, you still want it to be fresh. You would recreate the same, $500 outfit that the rich kid got on, but you would just be like, all right, well, I don't got the Tommy Hilfiger jacket, but I got a jacket that looked kind of like that in that
Hmm.
style. I don't got the hunt. Well, they want $200 back then. The Jordans probably like 100, 150, depending on which model you're talking about. I
Yeah.
ain't have those Jordans, but I might have them $50 Jordans from Peddler's Village in
Yes,
Newport News.
sir.
Get them fake joints for $50. You know, you can't tell unless you get all the way up close on them.
Hmm.
Jordan might not be doing this. He might be doing like a finger roll or something.
Right.
Like don't
Right.
look that close though. Let your jeans, which was baggy at the time anyway, let that hang over the tongue so you can't tell that Jordan is doing a finger roll instead of a
All
dunk,
you get is the toe. That's why you see it. It's the
But you
toe
tried
part.
to be
Yeah.
fresh though.
Yeah.
Kids now,
Man.
them little niggas don't care about. I'm like, yo,
PJs, sweatpants,
Crocs
sandals,
or
Crocs,
sandals,
hoodies,
hoodies in the summertime.
blankets, because they get cold.
Like, what? This, y'all don't care about being fresh no more. Kids
No,
stop
man.
caring about being fresh.
It's a
It's like,
myth,
and it's
man.
wild because the only reason we was trying to look fresh, we was trying to look like the rappers. We was trying to look like the ball players when they won't on the field or on the court.
Hmm.
But it's like rappers and whatnot, they still look fresh today. They still get fresh. But the kids are just like, we ain't doing that though.
Nah,
We're good. We
it's
just
kind of
gonna
dope though.
dress
It's kind of
like
dope
bums.
because they're low maintenance in that sense. Like, you don't like, as parents, we don't have to worry about our kids being bullied because they got a fake polo on or they don't
Yeah.
have the trendy thing right now. These
Mhm.
kids is wearing PJs to school, man. I'm like,
But you know the part that pissed me off about that?
what's that?
Because we didn't have much coming up. I had to find a way to look as fresh as possible
Yeah.
with not a lot of money. So Mom Dukes was like, look, we going back to school. This is like probably before the start of like, I don't know, eighth grade or something. We going back to school. Mom's was like, look, I know you want some Jordans to go back to school. You got $95 to spend on shoes. And I was like, that's such a specific number, Mom. Why is it 95? Why ain't 100? Why ain't 90? Like,
Yeah.
$95 is what you got
It's a
to
mystery,
spend for
man.
shoes. So I'm like, all
Hmm.
right, I could go get a mid pair of 90s for $95 and they be jacked up 2 months into the school year. Or,
Hmm.
you know what? Nah, forget that. I'm going to get me two pairs of less known shoes. I'm gonna get some Reeboks.
I was gonna
Give me
say some about
Reebok
classics.
Classics.
Yes,
The
sir.
Reebok Classics. I'm gonna get some Nikes, but they gonna be like the 29.99
Hmm.
bargain bin Nikes. But guess what? I'm
Hmm.
gonna keep them clean though.
Yes, sir.
And I kept my sneakers clean. That's why I'm a sneakerhead to this day.
Hmm.
Every day walking to school, I'm not walking through the grass. I'm not
Yep.
walking in the mud. I'm not
Yep.
wearing the shoes 2 days in a row. I'm switching up
Hmm.
to keep them fresh.
There you
I'm
go.
just walking on the street, walking on the grass. I mean, not the grass, the concrete, so you
Yep.
don't get grass stains on your white shoes. Because you know how it was. Everybody was fresh the first day of school. Everybody was fly the first day of school.
Hmm.
But can you be the challenge? Can you be fly month two, month three?
Yeah.
Because by month
Yeah.
three, my sneakers were still white. They was like, yo, how are you doing this? How? I'm like, listen, man. I will show you the way. Come hither. And I will show you the way. Kids now is just like, whatever, yeah, they don't
Whatever,
even
man. And you know
take
what,
me as I
man?
am.
When my daughter, graduated from high school, like, like her senior year, she was a bit more fly.
Yeah.
just to know more, all of that. Junior year, sophomore year, she was chilling.
Mm.
She was chilling, man. And I'm like, damn, these kids is really, they're really laid back. You know what I'm saying? They just, you know, you still might have the couple of kids that, wear the J's or trying to wear the Amiri jeans and, things like that, right? Or the what was it? What was big? The Kanye sneakers, you know what I'm saying?
Sneakers,
Like
yeah.
it was hard to get those. So whenever you see a kid, you're like, damn, how you get those? You know what I'm saying? Oh, my pops, whatever, right? Like, okay, it's cool. I am jealous because if it was like that back in our day, we would have been straight like, oh, word, I could just rock flip-flops and socks to school every day
Nigga,
and
I
be
learned how to
and be
dress on a
cool.
budget for nothing. I had to figure out how to,
Yeah, man.
listen, it's the reason I thrift now. I just went to the thrift store yesterday. I got like
Mhm.
some I got a couple of Nike hoodies. I got like
Okay.
some got some linen pants. I'm like,
Mhm.
I'm about to
Okay.
put these pieces together. I spent like
Okay.
$25.
All right, Cam
I'm gonna
Newton.
put that fit together, and you would never know it's from the thrift store.
Yeah.
I learned that from not having much as a kid, because I wanted to look fly. I wanted to look like I had some fashion sense. It's like kids
Yeah.
now, like they don't even if they had the money to pay for it, it's like, you know what? I'm just gonna wear some sweatpants.
Yeah.
I'm just wear some sweatpants and
Listen,
Crocs.
my son, man, it's so low key. He don't like no pair of jeans. He's like, I don't want to wear jeans ever. Like he wants to either dress up for a function. If
Yeah.
not, he's wearing sweats or joggers every day. I'm like, you know what? He kind of got that for me.
Yeah, I'm low key like that now too. Cause I just be
Yeah.
looking at my jeans at the crib like, yo, I could. But they ain't gonna be as
Right.
comfortable as these joggers over here. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man.
With the
So
stretchy material.
yeah,
You
man.
know?
And his like in the winter, his everyday get up is sweats and a hoodie and some shoes. That's it.
That's it.
That's it, man. And really, just a simple, Adidas or Nike hoodie from the outlet store. You know what I'm saying? And he's straight. He's straight. I'm like, okay, he's the kid don't cost much. Our day in high school, we wanted to, impress the ladies, be a part of the crowd that looks fresh. But these kids kind of got it made, man. I kind of wish we had like even on college, right? My
Yeah.
daughter goes to Georgia State University. It's in the middle of downtown Georgia, right? I'm thinking, I'm gonna see, some young adults, looking fly on campus. Nah, these niggas is wearing PJs and sweats all day too, dog. You know what I'm saying? Going back and forth to college, man. ODU, I was trying my best every day to be presentable. Now they don't care. Like, look, man, I'm here to have fun. I might, look nice for the night, but during the day, dog, you get nothing but sweats and a hoodie for me. That's it, man.
That's it, man. That's it. I mean, I get it. You want to be comfortable,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I feel like this is the same way you should be able to code switch. You should be able to like fashion switch. So you got your everyday stuff you wear,
Hmm.
and it's just no fuss. It's comfortable, but then you gotta have the ability to put that it's shown. You know what I'm saying? And I think if you know what I think as kids, I think they're getting it like the fashion, but I think it just comes later now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I think it's
yeah.
later. Like we was trying to dress fly in high school, definitely trying to dress fly in college, especially if you went to a black college. Nigga, it was a
Hmm.
fashion show at a black college when
Every
we was
day.
in college.
Yep.
But it's like now kids are so laid back. But I feel like once they cross over into their like 30s and they start being in more social type interactions, like whether
Hmm.
it's a lounge or places like that, then they'll start. I need to pick it up. Well, I mean, yeah, nigga, you 30 now. You should have learned to dress in your 20s, but now you
Yeah.
got you got this big learning curve now. But it is what it
Hmm.
is, man.
Before we go, man, I was listening to this show, Ray Daniels show, right? And he was talking about, T.I. was trying to do a versus with 50, that ain't going nowhere apparently. But do you think a better match would be T.I. and Future? And he was saying how Future, when Future came out, it was like this. but he went to his peak and Future stayed there. When he talks about T.I.'s career, he's like, T.I. has, peaks and valleys. And I guess numbers wise, Future may have had more hits or more number one albums compared to T.I. T.I. was trying to, trace trends where Future kind of stayed with his own sound for the majority of his career. And I was like, to me, not even being from Atlanta, that's I feel like that's kind of like somebody diminishing T.I.'s career because T.I., since he first came out with the I'm Serious album, got dropped. He went the mixtape route. He got picked up again, came back with, Rubber Band Man, 24s, and then he had, Live Your Life and um, what's that joint with the sample?
I'm a hustler. No, that was
Well,
Cassidy. It was
well,
the other
but
jank.
but
It
that
was
is another one though. What?
in your
Not
mouth.
that one. Bring
In
him
your
out. Bring
mouth.
him out. Right.
It's definitely not in your mouth. it's, oh, that's what it is. It's like it's hard. It's hard to yell with the barrels in your mouth. I just remember something about it was in your
In
mouth.
your mouth. In your mouth.
Bars.
That's a whole nother.
In your mouth. Like nigga, what song you was listening to? Fruity song you was listening to. Talking about something in your mouth.
Oh boy. But yeah. But I'm like, damn man.
Uh,
Does Future have a better career in rap than T.I.? Now,
ooh,
that's a good question because
that's a
I'm
very
not.
good
I'm
question.
not the biggest Future fan, but I do
Yeah.
recognize his popularity, his hits, and his longevity in hip hop as well. So that may take some more time for us to really like break down the different, we're geeks, so we gotta dig into like the details, the culture, the timeline, just to kind of see who kind of edges out because I think it is interesting because both of them has had 10 years in the game or more, right? T.I.
Mm,
might be longer than Future
pause.
by a couple of years. You know what I'm saying? And both of them got big hits. Both of them got
True.
big futures. Both of them had some great albums as well. T.I. is more of a rapper's rapper, but he still kind of give you that trap music. T.I. to me is like it's like the East Coast version of Mace in a sense. Like he's a player. He's low key, and when he pops out, he's going to make his music. People going to vibe to it, and he's gonna get back in the cut again. He gets in the game, comes out, right? To this day, March Madness, my goodness. Whenever I hear that song, man, it's like hearing Dreams and Nightmares by Meek Mill. It's like hearing Hypnotized by Biggie. It's just one of the songs that will forever live on as an anthem to what you were saying earlier. Come back around. You know what I'm saying? So, what do you think, man?
I don't think that would be a good battle, man.
Hmm.
Well, I'll tell you I think it would be good, but I think they're better fits for both Future and you know who actually would be a good battle. It'll never happen,
Hmm.
but a better opponent for Future, I think, would be Drake. I think Drake versus
Mm.
Future would be really good because
Hmm.
they're both while Drake is more lyrical,
Right.
they're both pop artists at their heart. They're
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
trap pop artists. Well, not Drake, but Future. He's a trap pop artist, but it's pop. Just lyrically, I don't think he's a good matching with Ti because Ti actually gets up there and raps. Like he raps.
Yeah.
Future is more rapping and singing, but the rapping is very light. It ain't bar heavy at all. It's no punchlines. It's just I'm gonna just flow and I'm gonna sing a little bit and I'm gonna say some toxic stuff and it's gonna
Hmm.
sound cool. Like that's Future's whole shtick. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't think, and then on top of that, I don't think they really came around the same time. It's like Ti was like early 2000s, Future 2008, 9, 10 is when he started coming on. I don't think it's really a mix in as far as the eras they came up in. It's kind of a mismatch in
Gotcha.
eras. But who you think might be better for Ti?
For T.I.,
Because I actually thought 50 wasn't a bad match, so I thought about 50 songs. I really feel like most of his songs will be coming off his first album, for real.
yeah, yeah. But to answer that question, I would have to keep it to either Young Jeezy
Jeezy would be good too.
or
Jeezy
or Gucci
and Ti.
or
Yep,
Gucci because they all have, or those three to me, in my opinion, really usher in that trap music genre
for
for
sure.
Atlanta and then to the world. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
T.I. coined it, trap music, and then everybody else, after that it was shortly Jeezy and then Gucci. You know what I'm saying? So either one of those two, man, could make a really good verses. Like, we already got it between Gucci and Jeezy. And that was one of the most tense verses because we know which way it was
Yeah.
going, man. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody might die tonight. It's kind of hard to say that, man, but that was just the feeling. Like we know that these guys got a terrible history, and Jeezy was solo. Gucci had his crew. They in a strip club or in a club, and Gucci's going to perform the song about killing his partner that quote unquote was uh uh trying to kill
Sent
Gucci
by Gucci, sent
for
by old boy to try to get Gucci,
years. So
allegedly.
right,
Allegedly. But side
allegedly.
note, that versus was dope, but that was just a bad idea. Like this shit. Then can you imagine like me and you were beefing, whatever, okay? Or
Mhm.
we got history. And then for whatever reason, whether you sent your friend at me or whether your friend just came at me, I killed your friend. And then just kill him. Then I dragged his body out into like the woods or something. Like it was some kind of craziness like that. To this day, I
Yeah,
don't know how he got away
yeah.
with that. He must got
Mhm.
great lawyers or something. But anyway, I killed your best friend
Self-defense, man.
threw
Self-defense.
threw his body out in the woods. Okay, then made a diss song about how I killed your best friend,
Mm.
and now we're gonna have a versus battle where I'm gonna perform this diss song where I describe in detail how I murdered your best like that. That could have went left. Atlanta ain't but
Ooh.
so big. That could have went left
Yeah,
on
man.
so many different levels, man. Shout
Ugh,
out to for Gucci for keeping it not Gucci, but what's it
Jeezy.
Jeezy for Jeezy for keeping it respectful and
Mm.
handling grown man business. He knew what it was. I think he was hyper aware of where it could go, and he kept his cool. He kept his head, and
Yeah, man.
because that's just a wild situation, bro. Like you
Hmm.
ain't go perform the song. I'm right here. I'm 6 feet away from you, and you
I'm right here,
performing this
man.
song about how you
Right.
killed my childhood.
I'm right here, dog. You know what I'm saying?
You know, like
Yeah.
maybe that wasn't a great
Sticky.
idea.
It's
You
sticky,
know,
man. Yeah, but again, it just goes to show, man, like, just as far as like that genre of music, man, it was high. What's crazy too? Those three, everybody went to jail too in their career as a rapper at one point. All three of them.
true.
All
That
three
is
of them.
true.
You know what I'm
Ti
saying?
had to do the Crime Stoppers video as part of his parole.
But not even that. He got arrested for having guns in his crib.
He
Remember?
got arrested like a couple of times. Couple of
Yeah.
times,
And
man.
then Jeezy went to jail for, I think, guns on the bus or
Yeah.
somebody shot up something, right? And then Gucci went to
Gucci went to
jail
jail, jail.
for kicking somebody out of his car or like quote unquote kidnapping, I think, too, as well. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So yeah, man, everybody went to jail because niggas is, they street. They street,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But they all got out of jail and bounced back and became bigger and has careers outside of music, which has like kept them going. I will say T.I. coming back, he sounds good, man. I ain't gonna
Is
lie.
a is the album out?
Not an album, but he got a song out called Let Him Know, produced by Pharrell Williams. And yo, when I heard the song, I had to do this right. I had to put my hat to the side, man. I had
The
to.
Ti hat to
Had
the
to, man.
side. Okay. Yeah, I've never seen somebody wear their hat that far off of their head. It's like it's just at one point it was his hat was just parallel to his head. I'm like, nigga,
Right.
just.
and it
He
stayed
don't
there too. I'm like, that nigga got some magic under there, man. But yeah, I mean, hey, man, I would say this: anybody that Ti goes against in the verses is going to be a long day because he has had a long career, a great career. He got the hits, he got the futures. On top of
got
that
the
as well,
energy too.
you
The
want to
energy in his performance.
exactly a lot of energy. If you want to go mixtapes, he got that. You want to
That's
go
why
pop
nobody want to
hits,
go against Busta
got that.
Rhymes in the verses, man, because that man got energy.
But Bus has been in the game for 20 plus years, man. And even when he wasn't doing albums, his futures was still like phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's going to be a long day for anybody stepping in the arena with Busta. He's he is truly a master of ceremonies. So there you go.
Shout out Busta Rhymes, man.
Yes, sir.
Well,
Yes,
that's all
sir.
I got. You got anything else, G?
That's it, man. Hey, I want to thank everybody again that's watching live. Thank you for watching. Uh,
Subscribe. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button now. Do
yes,
it.
sir.
Let's get to 2,000.
Yeah, man. Thank y'all for helping us get to 1,000 subs this year in 2026. We want to be at 2,000 or more before the year ends. Uh, Press the hype button so we can get into, the algorithms out there. And, again, man, thank you for watching and, share, like the video.
All right, till next time, I'm J.I.D King.
I'm Big G the Bearded One.
That'd be good.
Peace. All right, good show, man. We're still alive for now, but so before I go, man, have a good day, man. I'll let you know when this is up and we're good to go.
All right, bro.
All right, man.